Let's break some taboos.
Ye motherfucking ha. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, INDIpendent. My name is Indy. I've been gone a while, but I'm back. And it's the summertime, which means that your girl has more time. And when your girl has more time, guess what that means? More and better videos. Now, shall we begin? Hi everyone! So, today's video is about something that I'm sure that everyone here has some type of experience with. Porn. And more specifically, the golden age of the porn industry. Not many people know this, but in America, there actually was a time when porn was not just tolerated, but celebrated. And we're gonna discover that in a little bit. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, the word porn or pornography means a depiction of acts in a sensational manner so as to arouse a quick and intense emotional reaction. So obviously this emotional reaction doesn't necessarily have to be sexual, but let's be real here. There's a main reason why a lot of people tune into those Pornhub websites. So basically a little history. We all know that in Europe, they're pretty much chiller with a lot more things than we are here in the States. And the same goes for how they felt about pornography. They've always been hip and they've always been kind of open to it. And this led a lot of European countries to choose to legalize pornography and pornographic images and advertisements throughout the 1960s. But it wasn't until the 1970s. If you haven't guessed, it's my favorite decade. Just saying. But I digress. It wasn't until the 1970s that the United States started getting onto that bandwagon and realizing that they could actually monopolize off of the hundreds of thousands, eventually millions, of dollars that the porn industry was bringing in. However, today, the USA is #1 in the world for having the most online pornographic content. And if anyone in this country has a computer, I'm sure they can vouch for me. So now we are going to talk about the golden age of porn. More specifically, we're talking about time periods kind of ranging a little bit from 1969 to about 1984. But really, the 70s is where this golden age happened. Let's begin. So this really marked the start of a revolution, more specifically the start of a sexual liberation revolution. We have to remember, during the 1960s and 70s, so many things were going on, but so was the hippie movement, which said a lot of things, but mainly was expressing free love. And this whole concept kind of was a big driving force behind the golden age of the porn industry. It first started out with the 1969 movie directed by the infamous Mr. Andy Warhol. And in 1970, we got introduced to the movie Mona the Virgin Nymph. And this movie was the first movie to depict erotic sex scenes that received some type of critical acclaim for it. I cannot talk about the golden age of the porn industry if I do not talk about Miss Linda Lovelace. Though towards her later years, she was a bit more hesitant to talk about her influence within the golden age of the porn industry, but I digress. We have to talk about her. She became a sensation after she was one of the stars in the hit 1972 movie Deep Throat. And Deep Throat is iconic, guys. If you have not seen it, I recommend you watch it, even just for artistical purposes. Honestly, it's a work of art. One of the big things that made Linda Lovelace blow up as a star, pun intended, was her, I guess you could say, rare talent of giving oral sex, or fellatio. And this was depicted in many scenes of Deep Throat. However, Miss Lovelace was unfortunately married to the likes of Chuck Traynor, who was a completely manipulative and abusive husband that basically made her life a living hell. In her autobiography entitled Ordeal, Miss Lovelace talks about some very heartbreaking and heart-wrenching experiences that she had during this time in her life. And I do suggest you read it. It's actually a very good read. So before she passed away, she became a born-again Christian. And unfortunately, at the age of 53, Miss Lovelace died in a freak car accident. Within the mid-1970s, about 19% of American households had VCRs. However, 70% of these VHS tapes that these people with VCRs rented were porn. Before this grand golden age, there existed a significant body of laws that severely criminalized and penalized pornographic/erotic material. As I said, the 1970s was a very pivotal time for the golden age of the porn industry, and was also a very pivotal time within the legal sphere, pertaining to the amount of laws that were changed or rectified during this time period. For instance, in 1973, the Supreme Court case Miller versus California was a very pivotal case within this time because it simplified obscenity definitions that were put into place before this era. Definitions that severely restricted any type of advertisement or video material. This Supreme Court case also created more liberty and freedoms for people that wanted to depict sexual and or erotic acts within their media. In 1973, writer Ralph Blumenthal wrote a 5-page article entitled Porno Chic, which revolutionized all of its readers. It was very influential and also very radical document that spoke in favor of the porn industry instead of trying to chastise or try to blame it for anything. By the second wave of the golden age of porn and beyond, we have seen porn take on new limits. Pornhub is one of the most visited sites in America and also very popular, having hundreds of thousands, dare I say even millions, of videos on their search engine that depict things from anal to anime to girls to straight porn to gay porn, all types of porn under the sun. We also have live webcams, which have taken on a new body of themselves, allowing a lot of sex workers to take on their own business instead of having to work for someone necessarily, depending on the website. We have POCs in porn, allowing the watcher to take on a more integral role within their content that they are watching. And we also have this new concept that kind of came to be from the golden age of the porn industry, which is this whole notion of a porn star or a porn actor. As I mentioned, the aforementioned Linda Lovelace definitely could have been considered a porn star, at least while she was still within the porn industry. With that being said, I also would like to talk about a list of other people that you should know about within the golden age porn industry. And you should probably Google them. A lot of them have some pretty impressive talents, shall we say? So, Ron Jeremy is a very big figure within porn industry, period, but especially within the golden age that we're talking about today. He was known for having a sizable member. And there's also the beautiful Vanessa Del Rio, who was born in Harlem, another New Yorker, hey. And she was actually a former computer programmer. We also have John Holmes, who was an integral part in the GAP or GAP. He actually had his penis insured for $14 million. $1 million per inch. So do the math. We also have Peter North, who was a prominent gay porn actor in the mid-1980s. However, he did start off with straight porn in the 1970s, so his name is a pun. Peter is another word for penis, and north is the direction that the penis faces when it is, erect. So, good thinking there, Peter North, good thinking. These actors, plus many, many more, have really made up what was known as the golden age of the porn industry. If this industry had not blown up when it did, if these laws had not been rectified when they had, if technology had not been up to par as it did in the 1970s, then who knows? Porn may not be as big as it is today. So before you click play or before you get busy with yourself in your room or with other people or whatever it is you do while you're watching porn, don't forget to thank our heroes for what they did and what they had to do in order to make porn what it is today. So, thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun researching and doing this. If you liked my video, please like it. Please subscribe to the channel INDIpendent for more videos. It's the summer, so I promise I will get more videos out to you faster and with more interesting content. So more great stuff coming soon. And let me know in the comments if you liked it, if you want me to talk about something else, if I did something wrong. Sorry, I'm only human, baby. So once again, don't forget to do all the things I just told you to do. And don't forget to be independently you. Mwah! Well, thank you so much to everyone that listened. I really enjoyed making this video, and let me know if I should make more of them. Love ya. Bye.